Hello everyone and welcome to the Redmen TV. It's the post-game show after Liverpool, an understrength Liverpool in terms of squad options at least, beat Brentford by 3-0. Yes, a brace from Mohammed Salah and a wonderful goal from Diogo Jota. Get Liverpool 3 goals and 3 points, and at time recording, take them to second place in the Premier League, and I'm guessing that's probably where they're going to stay regardless of what happens when Man City play Chelsea later, unless Chelsea do something absolutely remarkable. Let me know your thoughts. If you're one of our Redmen Plus YouTube members, you can use the live chat. If you're one of our club captain subscribers, or one of our captain subscribers rather, you can, and let's do that again, if you're one of our legend subscribers, you can use the Discord, and if not, you get over to the social accounts as well. Dan's put a tweet out and you can reply to us on there. The first one comes from Hitchin Baz, who says 3 goals, a clean sheet and no red cards. You can't ask for much more than that, and you're right. I did think at one point he might have sent Endo off. I don't think that's a red card. I think the VAR made the right decision to not send them off. Paul Tierney on the spot didn't think it was a red card, and I don't think it was. The goals, 3 red, very well taken goals from Liverpool. The clean sheet they deserved. I thought Brentford were good, but just about Liverpool's goalkeeper and defenders when needed most. Done the job here. You're right, you can't ask for much more, especially, like I say, with there weren't too many options on the bench. The oldest outfield player on Liverpool's bench was Diaz. After them, it was Quanta and Elliott, who were both in the 20s, so no one over the age of 20 other than Luis Diaz on Liverpool's bench in terms of the outfield players. Shows that Liverpool were struggling. 8 players out with injury or suspension against a very good opponent. You are right, Hitchin Baz, job done indeed. Jay Murphy I'll bring this up now, says, let's have a little look on the Twitter. There you go. The fact we can't watch every Premier League match in 2023 with subscriptions is ridiculous. I agree with that. It's nonsense that you can't. Anyway, Van Dijk was immense, and I was pleasantly surprised by Tsimikas. And I agree, Van Dijk was Van Dijk of old. He was absolutely sensational. I know Brentford attacked well and they could have had chances, and don't get me wrong, but I don't think that was anything to do with how good or bad Liverpool defenders. I think they attacked pretty well. Tsimikas, other than one dodgy pass that did put Liverpool in a bit of bother, you're right, he responded well. After Thursday night, everybody was right in the end for Kostas Tsimikas and Endo as well. Where are they? What are they at? And as Tim Wright says, they both played well. Endo, decent. I thought Tsimikas was the better of the two, but I think they were both really, really good. And it just goes to show one bad game doesn't make a bad player. I thought both battled well. Let's have a little look who else we've got. Yeah, Paul Lancashire says, solid performance and back to the level I expect from us. Let's hope we get some players back ASAP. Paul Tierney is an absolute... That's meant to be a clown emoji that hasn't showed there, but you're right, he is a clown. It's Lancashire, who that is badly nice, playing words. Liverpool, yeah, I agree. Liverpool back to the levels. That's right. Liverpool they were really, really good. They were excellent. And that is what Liverpool that's what we've come to know and love from the Reds in years gone by. So I think that's a fair call. And yeah, Paul Tierney is an absolute clown. To be fair, there were a couple more decisions he could have given against us and didn't. VAR didn't send Endo off. I think that's the right call. I don't know what you guys think on it as well, but I do believe the Reds were much, much better at it. Yeah, we've had let's have a little look who else we've got here. Pass the none. Let's have a little look if I can bring all this up. It's a lot to go through. Much more like it from Tsimikas. I agree with that one. Hard working from Darwin. I thought Darwin was fantastic. Classy from Diogo. Virgil and Joel were strong, and the fanboys and stats websites won't like it, but Mo was atrocious and messed up almost everything. Okay. Yeah, scores 2 and nobody will talk about it like against Everton. We don't demand enough as a fan base. I thought Salah was good. I disagree with that. He didn't miss out on nearly everything. He created chances. He could have had assists. He could have had goal. I disagree with that. I thought Darwin was excellent. I thought Jota and Van Dijk and Joel Matip all great as well. I disagree with the Salah point. I agree with everything else that you said there. Dickie Red, a strong performance from all the lads. Kostas grew into the game, and he did. I agree. He was really, really good. Tawonga says, what a win for the lads after disappointment away in France against the Lose and the Premier League draw to Luton. Yeah, and it was. Liverpool did have to respond because if they hadn't played well here or didn't win here and then they go to City next week, all of a sudden you're hitting a slump. 2 bad performances with a loss and a draw, and a loss that Liverpool can recover from quite easily. Actually, the draw against Luton's a disappointing one. And things could have been a lot better in the league table, even offered a couple of draws here and there and a couple of things going your way, but them's the break sometimes. But you're right, Liverpool were good to bounce back, right to ground, and nice to see, like I say, as well. Dickie Red, Virgil was immense, perfect captain's performance. He was man of the match. I think he was probably my man of the match as well. I've got to play a ranking show later on this very channel where I'll go through your guys' thoughts and, of course, who I think was man of the match. But Virgil's definitely in the mix. I thought he was excellent. Kangi, based on that performance, would you rather have Endo or McAllister as number 6 for City? That's a good question. Probably Endo, just because I think he's a proper natural DM. I don't think he's superstar. I think he sniffs the danger where he's meant to. I think I'd probably say Endo, but I don't know for sure. McAllister's still a very, very good player. But probably Endo, I think I would say. But I don't know. Let's have a little look who else we've got. Some of our Redmen plus Discord. Johan, very good to get to 3-0 and keep a clean sheet. We're now better than Arsenal on goal difference, yeah, says Johan on the Discord chat. I agree with that one. Howdy, it's David says Van Dijk was my man of the match. Kostas really stepped up in the second half and Cody did a job for us filling in at the midfield spot and Endo had the kind of game he needed. And Mo is the GOAT. Howdy, it's David's gone through half the team there, but I don't disagree with any of that one. Sports Doc says 3-0 clean sheet, can't complain too much really. Loads of positives. Players playing into confidence. Van Dijk was outstanding and Salah is on double figures for goals. And Nunez was an absolute handful. Yep, I'd agree with all of that one. Debs LFC desk, absolutely fantastic, boys. Massive 3 points before the international break. That was boss. I would agree with that one as well, Debs. Absolutely massive. It was brilliant for the Reds to get a win. We've got Quadbod who says, yeah, come on Chelsea. Yeah, I'd agree with that one. Howie from Los Angeles says, Mo was an obvious choice for man of the match, but Trent bossed it all over the pitch. He was really good and solid, as was Endo. Yeah, I'd agree with that one. Ryan, it was a lot easier than I expected, but I am worried about Tsimikas from Manchester City. Listen, it is what it is. It might not be. It might be Gomez. I wouldn't be shocked if it was Gomez, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. As the Huey Red says again, Mo was excellent, and I would tend to agree with that one. I didn't agree with the tweet before from Pastor Nom, who said he wasn't happy with Salah. I didn't agree with that at all, actually. I thought Salah was excellent. Who else have we got over on the Twitter? Here we go. Mia says, what a game that was. What a game that was, then, as Curtis Jones would say. Van Dijk redemption arc has begun. I feel sad for Nunez, although we will get it next time. Don't feel that was brilliant. That was excellent. And like you are right, the offside. One was off, one... They wouldn't mean technically they're both offside. One was... You know, he was wearing a size 9 rather than a size 10 or whatever. He might have been onside. But don't feel... Darwin will be fine. Liverpool won. He got himself another assist as well. And yeah, Van Dijk, fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Against an opposition who can bully you if you let them. Van Dijk didn't. I think we saw what we missed on Thursday with no Virgil and Toulouse compared to when he's in the team. It's hard to bully a Liverpool defensive duo with Virgil. And that isn't to say anything about Matip, anything to say about Quanta, about good players. Virgil's just, there's something about him that makes it even more difficult. LFC Altsy says, clinical up top, Imperi's at the back, that'll do for me up the red, yeah? Can't go wrong with that one. I said this before, Liverpool are in every single game because they've got absolute firepower. They've got goals aplenty. You know, if it's not Jota, it's Nunez. If it's not Nunez, it's Salah. It's not Salah, it's Gakpo. It's not Gakpo, it's Diaz. They are 4 superb attacking options. Liverpool, we saw all 5 of them today, 4 started. And Gakpo did a real job for his team in midfield as well, showing that versatility. And I think he played for the height. I think it was a physicality thing, and Liverpool did match Brentford for the physicality. Liverpool have got goal and firepower in their team. They're in any game for that reason, because they can, at any point, they can click. I thought Brentford defended well. I thought... all of them really, Collins, me, Pinnock, Aya, I thought they were all really good, and yet Liverpool still scored 3 goals, could have scored more. So that just shows Liverpool's attacking prowess is excellent. Runes says, good job by the Scouser in our team. It doesn't mean Trent, he means Kostas Tsimikas instead. There's a little image of Kostas as well. But yeah, you're right, Kostas did play well. Just showed a few people, you know, don't write people off too early, because if you do, you can come back and... it can come back and bite you. Kenny, how awesome is it watching Nunez and Salah trying to find you? There's a clash duo. There is certainly, Kenny, you're right. There is certainly an understanding between those two that bodes well for Liverpool. They know each other's games quite well. Another assist from one to the other. So yeah, I think it's a really good call. Liverpool did. Like I said before, they've got the firepower. If those guys can stay fit and stay firing, Liverpool have got a chance of winning every single game, or as many games as you think of, because they are absolutely brilliant. And long may that continue, especially in the next game, of course, when they play Manchester City. Cleo says it was a deserved 3 points, and I don't think anyone would disagree with that one, Cleo. I think absolutely spot on. Not a single person would, whether they're arguing about goals, red cards, assists, was it this, was it that, was it something else? I don't think anyone could argue that Liverpool deserved winners on the day. Even though Brentford, actually, I did think, played quite well. Dan's asked a few people in the Discord what their man of the matches are going to be. Lots of shouts of Virgil van Dijk, and yeah, I think I tend to agree. Over on the player ranking show, you guys can have your thoughts on that shortly as well, where we'll be picking your man of the matches as well as rating all the Liverpool players. Were they good? Were they boss? Or were they all right? Boss, sound, are you messing? I'll be surprised if there's anyone in the red zone today, given how clinical and how good Liverpool were. Just want to shout out very, very quickly before we go. If you're watching this, right, and you're in Dublin, Belfast, or any area close to it, and you want to come and see us, our live show tickets are now on sale at Redmen TV Live in Dublin and Belfast in March 2024. Tickets are available at ticketmaster.ie. Me, Paul, Chris, and loads of more goodness, including songs from a very special guest, some Liverpool anthems. We'll have a good old time over there. So if you haven't already got your tickets, they are selling out quick. So get yourselves involved in that one. In a minute, I'll be over at the board for the player ranking show, so come and join me over there. And if you want even more content, the instant match reaction is being recorded as we speak with Dan. That is available on redmenplus.com. You've got Dan and Errol going through that one. If you sign up as a monthly captain on redmenplus.com, use the code IMR. Do you get it? IMR, instant match reaction. Yeah, and you'll get 50% off your first 2 monthly payments. So that works out at about £3.49 a month for the first 2 months if you like it. And if you don't, you can just cancel it. There's no minimum sign-up fees, any of that, no terms. You can just sign up. If you don't like it, cancel it. You'll get the rest of that month, and then you can jib it off if you want to. It's as simple as that. I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to head over to the board. So thank you very much for watching this one. Thank you very much for joining us for the watch-along. If you did, come and join us on the player ranking show very shortly. I'll see you in a bit.
Hey, thank you so much for checking out the content today. If you want to get your name in and amongst these wonderful people, then head to redmenplus.com. Join as a legend tier subscriber. You're going to get free merchandise codes. You're going to get in our Discord, and you're going to get your name at the end of YouTube videos. Yes.